I am fully addicted to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This game is unbelievable. I can't stop playing it. I literally am not making videos because of this game. All I want to do is play it. I'm probably 70% through it. It's my second Final Fantasy game I've ever played fully through, all the way to completion, which I haven't beat it yet, but I'm going to. And the other one is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I absolutely love that game too. It'll always have a special place in my heart, but this game has pulled me in and grabbed me in ways that many other games cannot do. Let's talk about the side quests for one. Like, I never do side quests in game, but I am fully engulfed and just sucked into this experience. There's not too many games where literally each night when you turn it on and start playing the game, like, it's a full-on adventure. I have no clue what I'm going to be getting into. I could be playing a game of Queen's Blood with some random dude at the bar in Gungaga. Or I could be in Cosmo Canyon flying chocobos, which are amazing, by the way. I got sucked into that for like an hour last night. And those are just a few examples of what I'm talking about. There's so many addicting factors to this game, and it has its hooks in me. It really does. I've probably put, 40 plus hours into it already. I will probably stop after I beat it, more than likely. I won't go back and complete the side missions that I did skip, but I've been trying to embrace it. I've been trying to just soak it all in, because I probably won't revisit this game for some time just because of the length of it and how many games I have to get through on the channel, just being a gaming YouTube channel. There's always the next game, and I have a list for 2025. I've pretty much already got it mapped out with what I want to play. But I just had to talk about this experience before I even completed it, just because I'm loving it so much. Like I said too, I never beat the original game. I do have some nostalgia towards like Final Fantasy Tactics, and the original Final Fantasy VII is the only one I did try to play when I was a kid growing up, but I never got anywhere, any justifiable length of the game. I never progressed too far. But I am a full-on Final Fantasy fan now. I've already kind of got my year map. I really want to play 16 at some point, but I think I'm going to take a break from long games after this. No JRPGs for a little bit after I complete Rebirth, but I will play Final Fantasy IX on PlayStation 1. I bought it earlier this year. And then who knows after that. But I've just been enjoying the process. Like getting to like the gold saucer and just seeing it for the first time. I mean, it's like going to Vegas for the first time. There's all these cool mini games you can play, and all the lights and just the atmosphere and the characters and all their personalities and the deep backstories that they all have. All these characters are on this mission for a reason. Like, it is deep at times, but then it has this comedy relief and this goofiness to it. I just love it. It gets like super serious, it gets silly, it gets emotional, it gets happy, it gets joyful at times. It literally takes you through almost every emotion, and not too many games can really say that. I've never really played anything like it. I really haven't. Obviously it's taken me a while to get here, but I'm glad that I finally jumped on board the Final Fantasy train, and I've been enjoying the ride ever since I started. Getting to know Cloud and Tifa and Barrett, Sephiroth and Red, and all these different characters. Yuffie, like, she's incredible and amazing in her own way. Aerith, you know, they each have their own play style too and feel unique to play as them, which I also appreciate and enjoy, because it adds, like, for one, it adds some strategy to the game. You know, I think the game makes you use certain characters at certain times for a reason, and I love kind of figuring out those little nuggets and figuring out the little secrets and how I beat this boss or how I get through this stage or this mini game. And you really have to play into their strengths and use those to your advantage, because I know that the ending of this game, if it's anything like the first one, is going to challenge the shit out of me, especially in the last couple hours. I'm sure the Sephiroth battle is going to be absolutely bananas. I mean, in Final Fantasy Rebirth, that final battle with him took me like over a week to beat. Like, seriously. Just trying like once or twice a night, you know, because the battle was so long. I mean, that's like a 45-minute to an hour battle, somewhere in that range, you know, especially when you're just starting off and there's no checkpoints. I mean, there's a checkpoint kind of like halfway through, I guess you could say, but there's still so much to go after that. So you really have to be committed and just dialed in, and I'm sure this game right here, Rebirth, will bring it out of me in the end, and it will challenge the shit out of me. But I say bring it. I've been loving every moment of it, and I've been doing a lot more side missions. I know how to upgrade my materia and my weapons now. I'm not making a lot of those same mistakes as I did the first time. So I think my path should be a little bit easier, I would think, this go around. But what are your thoughts about Final Fantasy Rebirth? I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Please give this video a like if you're a Final Fantasy fan, or just enjoy the video and maybe got something out of it. I'd love to hear from you. Hope you stick around, and I hope I see you next time. So stay blessed, my friends.